The deep void of space stretched endlessly around the Titangent-class warship Valiant. Stars glimmered like scattered diamonds against the black canvas of the cosmos. For centuries, humanity had looked up at these stars, wondering if anyone else was out there. Now, for the first time, they were about to find out. Captain Eric Voss stood on the bridge, hands clasped behind his back, eyes fixed on the large viewport. His crew moved around him with quiet efficiency, a symphony of precision. Each officer knew their role, and every system hummed with readiness. The Valiant was humanity's crown jewel, a warship designed not just to fight but to survive anything the galaxy could throw at it. "Status report," Eric said, his voice calm, steady. Lieutenant Mara Chen, the communications officer, tapped a few controls. "All systems nominal, Captain. No signs of life in this sector yet. Scanners detect only empty star systems and uncharted debris fields." Eric nodded. "Good. Keep it that way. For now." The crew worked in silence for a moment, aware that the calm of space was often deceptive. In the past, humanity had encountered small alien scouts, trade vessels, and uncharted hazards, but nothing of real consequence. Today, they were entering unknown territory. Suddenly, the ship's sensors beeped in rapid succession. Lieutenant Jaron Holt, the chief of tactical systems, swiveled in his chair. "Captain, we're picking up multiple large objects approaching at high speed. They're not human." Eric's eyes narrowed. "Bring up visual sensors." The main screen flickered and then sharpened, revealing shapes that no human had ever seen before. Massive vessels, their surfaces smooth and shimmering, moved in formation with precision that spoke of intelligence and discipline. The shapes were unfamiliar, angular yet elegant, clearly designed for speed and coordination. The first true alien fleet humanity had ever encountered was now before them. "Scan for communications," Eric ordered. Mara's hands flew over her console. "They're broadcasting, Captain, but the signals are complex. Not like anything we've encountered. Our translators can't decode it." Eric took a deep breath. "Understood. Keep trying. Alert me if they make any movement toward us." The bridge fell silent, every crew member feeling the weight of the moment. This was history in the making. Humanity had reached a point where it could defend itself against anything in known space, but first contact with an alien species was always unpredictable. "Captain," Jaron said quietly, "they're slowing down. It looks like they're observing us." Eric studied the screen. The alien fleet hovered at a distance, almost as if they were sizing up the humans. Their movements were deliberate, controlled, and intimidating. Eric could feel the tension on the bridge, the mixture of fear and excitement that came with facing the unknown. "Prepare defensive protocols," Eric ordered. "Shields to full power. Weapons on standby. We won't make the first move unless we have to." The crew worked with practiced efficiency. Shields hummed as energy flowed through the protective field around the Valiant. Turrets swiveled, sensors adjusted, and the ship itself seemed to come alive, a living guardian ready to face whatever threat awaited. Minutes passed like hours. The alien fleet remained silent, their movements careful and measured. Eric couldn't tell what they were thinking. But he knew one thing. Humans were unpredictable. That unpredictability could be their greatest strength. "Captain," Mara said, breaking the tense silence, "they're sending another message. This one is different. There's a pattern here, almost mathematical. It's like they're testing our reaction." Eric leaned forward. "Show me." The main screen displayed a series of light pulses and geometric symbols. Jaron frowned. "It's a challenge, Captain. I can't be certain, but I think they want to see how we respond." Eric's mind raced. They could respond aggressively, but that might provoke a fight they weren't ready for. They could ignore it, but that might be seen as weakness. Humanity had faced countless threats, but never like this. "Prepare a signal," Eric said finally. "Nothing aggressive. Just enough to show them we understand. Let them see we are ready." but not reckless. Mara nodded, working quickly to craft a response. The Valiant sent a series of pulses, mimicking the alien pattern, but adding subtle variations, small signs of human intelligence, creativity, and confidence. The alien fleet paused. The lights on their ships flickered in response. For the first time, there was hesitation. "Captain," Jaren said. "They're stopping. They're not moving forward." Eric allowed himself a small smile. Humanity's first move had worked. The aliens were assessing, reconsidering. The Valiant had frozen them in place, but Eric knew better than to relax. "Keep monitoring. They may just be biding their time." Hours passed. The crew remained vigilant, their nerves taut but controlled. They shared quiet conversations about what this first encounter could mean. Humanity had always relied on ingenuity, teamwork, and courage in the face of the unknown. The Valiant was more than a warship, it was a symbol of everything humans had achieved. As night fell in the ship's artificial lighting, Eric stepped onto the observation deck. The stars stretched endlessly. But now, among them, were alien ships, silent, massive, and mysterious. Humanity's presence had been announced, and the galaxy would never be the same. "Captain," Mara's voice came over the intercom, "they're transmitting again. This time, it's a single vessel moving forward." Slowly, carefully. Eric's heart beat faster. This was the moment of truth. The first alien had approached humanity's greatest warship. He knew that what happened next could define human history. "Bring it on screen," he ordered. The bridge's main display focused on the single vessel. Unlike the others, it seemed smaller, more agile. Its surface shimmered with colors that shifted and changed like liquid metal. It moved with precision, almost like it was alive, studying every movement of the Valiant. "Open a communication channel," Eric said. Mara hesitated. "Captain, I don't know if we'll understand them." "Do it anyway. We have to try." The channel opened, and the alien vessel sent another sequence of light pulses. This time, it was simpler, almost deliberate. Mara worked quickly, translating the basic mathematical patterns into a form humans could understand. "It's a greeting," Mara said, her voice filled with wonder. "They want to communicate." A wave of relief and excitement washed over the bridge. Humanity had done it. They had reached the stars and discovered life beyond their own world. But this was only the beginning. Eric studied the approaching alien. "Prepare the crew for first contact protocol. Keep weapons ready, but do not fire. This is history. We set the tone for how humans are seen in the galaxy." The alien vessel hovered at a distance, scanning the Valiant. It pulsed its lights again. Slower this time, almost as if acknowledging humanity's readiness. The standoff continued. Tense, yet calm. For the first time in centuries, humanity faced the unknown not as explorers or wanderers, but as equals, capable of commanding respect. The Valiant had frozen all action, not through violence, but through presence, strategy, and unwavering confidence. Eric allowed himself a quiet smile. This is only the beginning. Whatever happens next, humanity will face it as it always has, with courage, ingenuity, and unity. The stars continued to shine, and the alien fleet remained still. Humanity had made its mark, and the galaxy had taken notice. The first encounter was over, but the story of humans among the stars was only just beginning. The Valiant hovered in the void of space, silent but ready. Captain Arik Voss stood on the bridge, his eyes following the alien vessel that had approached earlier. The first contact had been made, but no one knew what would come next. The tension on the bridge was thick, yet the crew moved with calm precision. Lieutenant Mara Chen was still at her console, translating the alien's light pulses into understandable patterns. "Captain, the signal is repeating," she said. "It's like they are sending instructions to their fleet. They are not aggressive yet, but they are organizing." Eric nodded. "Keep monitoring. I want to know every move they make." "Jaren, what's our defensive status?" Chief Tactical Officer Jaren Holt tapped rapidly on his console. "Shields are at maximum, Captain. Weapons are online and tracking all approaching vessels. I'm reading minor energy fluctuations near their formation could be scouting probes or small fighters. Good. Stay alert, Eric replied. His mind raced. Humans had faced many dangers before, but nothing like this. The alien fleet was larger, faster, and more advanced than anything they had encountered. Yet so far, the Valiant had frozen them in place not through fear, but through sheer presence and strategy. The alien fleet moved in unison now, a slow but deliberate advance toward humanity's warship. Their shimmering surfaces reflected the light of distant stars, and their size was awe-inspiring. For the first time, the bridge crew could feel the true scale of what they were dealing with. "They're testing us," Arik said quietly. "They don't understand humans yet. They are trying to see what we will do." Mara nodded. "Yes, Captain. Their signals are complex, but I can detect hesitation. They are unsure how to proceed." Eric's mind worked quickly. Humanity had a long history of turning uncertainty into opportunity. While the aliens relied on raw technology and telepathy, humans relied on ingenuity, adaptability, and unpredictable thinking. That could be the edge they needed. "Lieutenant Holt," Eric said, "prepare a maneuver. Nothing aggressive, just something to show them we are flexible. Make them think we are many, not just one ship." Jaren's eyes lit up with understanding. "A phantom fleet tactic?" "Exactly," Eric replied. "Let's give them a reason to pause again." Minutes later, the Valiant executed a series of maneuvers that seemed impossible for a single ship. Sensor reflections and carefully timed energy pulses created the illusion that the warship had multiplied. Dozens of Valiants appeared to move through the void, weaving in complex patterns that made the alien fleet hesitate. On the alien side, a fleet commander, an alien mind capable of telepathy, paused. Their species had never encountered such unpredictable behavior. "Analyze this," the commander transmitted to the fleet. "They are not following standard protocols." "What is their intent?" The aliens debated among themselves in a flurry of thought communication. For the first time, they felt uncertainty. Humans were strange, resourceful, and unwilling to be intimidated. The Valiant's actions were not violent, yet they were commanding respect. "Captain," Jaren said, eyes glued to his console. "One of their smaller vessels is breaking formation. Looks like a scout. They may be testing our response directly." "Let it come," Arik replied. "We're ready." The alien scout approached cautiously. Its shimmering surface reflected the Valiant's lights, and sensors picked up faint energy pulses. The scout emitted a series of signals, almost like a challenge. "Prepare non-lethal intercept measures," Eric said. "We don't know their intent. I want them stopped, not destroyed yet." The scout's movements were precise and fast, but the Valiant's defenses were faster. Tractor beams engaged, gently but firmly holding the scout in place. Jaren monitored energy output carefully. The crew's eyes followed the vessel as it tried to resist, but the human systems were unmatched in combination of power and precision. "They're stunned," Mara whispered. "They didn't expect this level of control." Eric allowed a small smile. Humanity had faced impossible odds before, not just with weapons but with clever thinking and coordination. The alien fleet had been frozen in doubt, unsure whether to attack or retreat. The humans had not fired a single weapon in aggression, yet they had demonstrated superiority. Hours passed as the Valiant held position. The alien fleet remained in standoff, sending complex signals that Mara struggled to translate. Arik realized that these were attempts to communicate, not threats. The aliens were curious, cautious, and respectful all at once. "Captain," Mara said, "they are requesting a response. Not a battle, something else. Perhaps a demonstration of intelligence or strategy." Eric leaned forward. "Show them humans are more than weapons. Let them see our creativity." He ordered a demonstration of human ingenuity. Engineers adjusted the ship's energy field, creating controlled gravitational pulses that caused nearby asteroids to shift in complex patterns. The alien fleet watched, its sensors picking up the movement, analyzing every change. "They are observing," Jaren said. I've never seen anything like it. They seem fascinated. The alien scout sent another message, this time closer, more deliberate. It hovered near the Valiant, pulsing lights in synchronization with the human ship's gravitational patterns. Mara translated quickly. They were acknowledging the demonstration, showing respect without words. Eric knew that this moment was crucial. Humans had often relied on technology and strategy, but their true strength lay in adaptability and unity. The crew of the Valiant worked seamlessly together, each member essential, each mind contributing to the success of the mission. "Captain," Jaren said, "they're sending a formation pattern now. They want to see if we can match them." Eric smiled. "Then let's show them." The Valiant moved in coordinated patterns, weaving through the void with precision and speed. The ship's systems created holographic decoys, multiple reflections, and energy pulses, all timed to perfection. The alien fleet attempted to mirror the movements, but their rigidity made them slower, less adaptive. Mara's hands flew over her console. "Captain, they're impressed. Their signals are almost congratulatory." Eric's mind raced. This was more than first contact. It was the beginning of respect. Humans were being recognized not as a primitive species, but as a clever, resourceful, and courageous one. But Eric knew the standoff could not last forever. Keep defensive measures active. Maintain readiness. We have shown strength, but we must be prepared for anything. The alien fleet paused. For a moment, time seemed to slow. Humans and aliens faced each other across the void. Studying, analyzing, learning. The Valiant had not fired a weapon in anger. Yet it had frozen all action in the alien fleet. Humans had shown that courage, ingenuity, and teamwork could rival even the most advanced alien technology. "Captain," Mara said, her voice quiet but excited, "they are signaling one final time. A peace gesture, I think. Or perhaps an invitation to communicate directly." Eric's eyes lit up. Humanity had achieved something remarkable. They had not just survived, they had impressed a species far more advanced in technology and telepathy. "Prepare for open communication," Eric said. "And stay vigilant. We don't know their intentions yet, but we've earned their attention." The alien fleet sent a single vessel forward, glowing softly, its surface shifting like liquid metal. It hovered in front of the Valiant, displaying patterns that Mara quickly recognized as greetings and symbols of respect. "They want dialogue," Mara confirmed. "They are curious about humans, Captain. They want to know who we are." Eric took a deep breath. "Then let's show them. Humanity is not just a species that fights, it's a species that thinks, creates, and survives. Let's show them what makes us strong." The Valiant's crew worked in unison. Engineers and scientists adjusted systems to display energy patterns that represented human culture, mathematics, and creativity. Tactical officers demonstrated maneuvers that combined strategy and intelligence. Even communications officers transmitted symbolic patterns of logic and problem-solving. The alien fleet responded, its signals flowing like water, studying every detail, reacting to every movement. For hours, humans and aliens engaged in this silent exchange, a battle of wits and skill without a single act of violence. Eric watched his crew and felt a surge of pride. Humanity had reached a point where its greatest weapon was not firepower, but mind power. Strategy, courage, and unity could achieve what brute force could not. Finally, the alien commander transmitted a message Mara could translate. "Humans, remarkable. We wish to understand you." Eric smiled. Humanity had earned its place among the stars, not through conquest, but through ingenuity and courage. The standoff was over, replaced by curiosity, respect, and the possibility of cooperation. The Valiant remained ready, its shields up, its crew alert. But for the first time, the tension had eased. Humanity had proven itself capable of standing against the unknown, not with aggression alone, but with intelligence, adaptability, and unity. Captain Voss looked out at the alien fleet, glowing softly in the distance. "This is only the beginning," he said quietly. The galaxy will know humans are not to be underestimated, and we will face whatever comes next, together. The stars stretched endlessly around them, silent witnesses to humanity's first true test. The Valiant had frozen an alien fleet, not through fear or threat, but through strength, creativity, and unity, and the galaxy would never forget it. The void of space was calm once more, but the tension from the standoff still lingered aboard the Titanian-class warship Valiant. Captain Eric Voss stood on the bridge, gazing at the alien fleet, hovering at a distance. For hours, humanity and the alien species had exchanged signals, demonstrating strategy, creativity, and intelligence without firing a single weapon. It was the first true dialogue between two species in the galaxy, and the consequences would be far-reaching. "Captain," Lieutenant Mara Chen said from her console, "the aliens are requesting a direct demonstration of human problem-solving abilities. They want to see how we think, not just how we fight." Eric nodded. "Good. Let them understand what humans are capable of." The crew of the Valiant began preparing. Engineers, scientists, and tactical officers collaborated to design a demonstration that combined ingenuity, coordination, and adaptability. They used holographic projections, controlled gravitational fields, and carefully timed energy pulses to create a simulated puzzle in space, a challenge for the alien fleet to observe. Jaren Holt, the tactical officer, smiled. "It's like a game of chess. In 3 dimensions. With planets and asteroids." "Exactly," Eric replied. "Show them humans are thinkers. Let them see that we win with brains, not just firepower." The Valiant executed the demonstration flawlessly. Asteroids moved in synchronized patterns. Holographic ships appeared and disappeared in complex formations, and energy pulses flashed in precise sequences. The alien fleet watched intently, analyzing every detail. "They are impressed," Mara said quietly. "Their signals indicate respect. They did not expect this level of coordination and intelligence." Eric allowed himself a small smile. Humanity had always relied on creativity and adaptability. In countless battles and explorations, human ingenuity had been the key to survival. Now, it was clear that these qualities were being recognized by another intelligent species. Hours passed as the demonstration continued. The alien fleet responded with a series of maneuvers of its own, showcasing their precision and intelligence. The two species engaged in a silent dialogue, exchanging ideas through actions rather than words. "This is incredible," Mara whispered. "They are learning from us, and we are learning from them." Eric nodded. "This is how humanity makes its mark. Not through domination, but through courage, intelligence, and unity. The galaxy will take notice." Finally, the alien commander sent a new signal. Mara's console translated the basic meaning. "Humans, we wish to establish formal communication. We recognize your strength and your intelligence. We seek understanding and peace." The bridge erupted in quiet excitement. Captain Voss raised his hand, signaling calm. "Maintain discipline. This is a historic moment. Humanity has the chance to shape its reputation in the galaxy." "Open a communication channel," Eric ordered. The alien vessel responded with a shimmering display of symbols and pulses. Mara translated in real time. "We have observed your capabilities. We wish to share knowledge and learn from each other. How do you wish to proceed?" "Away." Eric took a deep breath. "We proceed with respect and honesty. Humanity has always thrived through cooperation, curiosity, and courage. We seek to understand your species, just as you wish to understand us." Mara sent the response. The alien fleet paused for a moment, then signaled acknowledgement. A feeling of cautious optimism spread through the bridge. Humanity had earned respect without violence, without dominance, but through the demonstration of skill, intellect, and unity. "Captain," Jaren said, "they are proposing a joint maneuver, a cooperative exercise. They want to work together with humans in real time. Then we accept, Eric replied. Show them that humans are reliable partners, not just opponents. The cooperative exercise began. The Valiant and the alien fleet moved together, weaving through the void in synchronized patterns. Asteroids, energy fields, and holographic constructs were manipulated to create complex sequences that both species could navigate. Humans and aliens learned from each other's techniques, adjusting to new patterns and challenges in real time. This is remarkable, Mara said. We are actually collaborating. They respect us as equals. Eric allowed himself a rare moment of pride. Humanity had proven its value, not through aggression, but through intelligence and adaptability. The Valiant's crew worked seamlessly, demonstrating teamwork, communication, and courage, the traits that made humans strong. As the exercise concluded, the alien commander sent a final message. Humans, your species is worthy of recognition. We will share knowledge and maintain contact. Your actions today have ensured your place among the intelligent beings of the galaxy. The bridge erupted in quiet celebration. Captain Voss allowed himself a small smile. Humanity had not just survived its first encounter. It had earned the respect of a technologically and mentally advanced species. The galaxy had taken notice, and the reputation of humanity as a clever, courageous, and resourceful species was now solidified. Prepare a status report for Earth Command, Eric ordered. They need to know what we've accomplished here. Mara nodded, her fingers flying over the console. Report is ready, Captain. They will be astonished. Eric turned to look at his crew. Today, you've all shown what makes humanity strong. Ingenuity, courage, and unity are our greatest weapons. Remember this moment. The galaxy is watching, and we've made sure it sees us as worthy of respect. The alien fleet began to move away slowly, signaling farewell but promising future contact. Humanity had passed its first test among the stars, not through brute force, but through intelligence, strategy, and cooperation. Captain, Jaren said, do you think they'll return? They will, Eric replied. And when they do, they will know humans are a species to be respected, not underestimated. This is just the beginning. As the Valiant continued its patrol, the crew reflected on what had just occurred. They had faced the unknown, navigated uncertainty, and emerged stronger. Humanity's place in the galaxy had changed forever. Eric stepped onto the observation deck, looking out at the stars. The alien fleet had disappeared into the distance, but their presence lingered in the minds of the humans. For the first time, humanity was not alone, and for the first time, they knew that their ingenuity, courage, and teamwork could define their future among the stars. Captain, Mara said, joining him, do you think the galaxy is ready for humans? Eric smiled, eyes fixed on the infinite expanse. The galaxy may not be ready for humans, but we are ready for it, and that is all that matters. The stars shone silently around them, witnesses to humanity's first true achievement in interstellar diplomacy. The Valiant had frozen an alien fleet, not through violence, but through the demonstration of intellect, adaptability, and unity. Humanity had earned respect, and in doing so, had proven itself a species capable of standing proudly among the stars. As the ship continued its journey into uncharted space, Captain Voss reflected on what lay ahead. The galaxy was vast, filled with unknown civilizations, dangers, and opportunities. But humanity had shown that it could face the unknown with courage, intelligence, and resourcefulness. The first contact had been resolved peacefully, but it had set the stage for humanity's reputation. A species to be admired, respected, and, if necessary, feared for its cleverness and determination. The bridge of the Valiant settled into a quiet rhythm once more. Crew members returned to their stations, systems were checked, and the warship continued on its patrol. Yet the memory of the encounter lingered, a reminder that humanity had reached a new level of capability and recognition. Eric turned back to the stars one last time. "We've made history today," he said softly. "Not just for humans, but for the future of our species. The galaxy now knows that humans are strong, not just in battle, but in mind and spirit. And that is just the beginning." The Valiant moved onward, its engines glowing softly in the darkness, carrying humanity forward into a future of exploration, cooperation, and endless possibility. The first alien encounter had ended, but humanity's journey among the stars had only just begun. And somewhere, in the distance, the galaxy waited, watching, learning, and slowly coming to understand that humanity was a species unlike any other.